Hi everyone, my name's Nikki and I'm with the Quinny Sports and Wellness Center in the city of Belleville. Today we're going to be making our very own solar s'mores oven that you can see right here. So in Belleville, many people do have access to burn permits to have their very own backyard bonfire to make s'mores, whether it's in the summer or in the fall, but some people do not because they can't get burn permits where they live in the city. So this is a great way to use a little bit of crafting mixed with science to make your very own s'mores at home in your backyard on a nice, warm, sunny day. So what you're going to need for this little science experiment is your s'mores kit. You can buy your ingredients separately, but s'mores kits are a great way just to get them in one foul swoop. So we have graham crackers, marshmallows, and chocolate within our s'mores kit. You're going to need some clear tape, some scissors. You're going to need either a stick that you have in your backyard or from a park, a wooden dowel, or like this one, which is just a wooden skewer that you would use for cooking. You're going to need a marker or a pen or a pencil to mark out where we're going to cut our lid. You're going to need a pizza box. So I'm using a pizza box that's a little bit deeper because you have to remember that our s'mores are going to be inside with the lid closed like you see here. So it does have to have a little bit of depth to it. You're also going to need your clear plastic wrap as well as your tinfoil. So a little bit of the science behind it. Basically what we're going to be using for our solar oven is predominantly the tinfoil and our clear plastic wrap. Now the sun's rays on a really hot day are going to come in and be reflected in to our little oven. There's clear saran wrap on top of it here, and the heat is going to stay inside there, and that's what's actually going to melt our marshmallow and our chocolate to make our s'mores. So you can expect on a really hot day, about 30 degrees Celsius, you can leave this type of solar s'mores oven outside in the sun for about an hour, and your s'mores will be ready to go. So first things first, take your pizza box, and what we're going to do is we're going to mark out about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. It depends on what size your pizza box is. Mine is a small to a medium-sized pizza box. So the easiest way I found is I'm actually going to use my tinfoil box, and I'm going to use my black Sharpie, and I'm going to use it as a guide, but you can also use a ruler if you want. So I'm just going to match it up with the edge. I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm going to make a mark. So you can see that here. And I'm going to do that on all 4 sides. So line it up with the edge. There we go. Make a mark. And do the same on this side. And one more time at the back here. Put the lid back on our marker. Put that away for later. So this next part, you're going to want to have an adult so you can have some help doing the cutting, because pizza boxes can be quite thick, so we want to make sure that you are safe if you're one of our younger viewers at home. So you can take your scissors, or if you have access to box cutters, adults, those ones work a lot better. I'm going to use my scissors similar to a box cutter. I'm going to open them up and I'm going to score it first right along the edge here. Just helps when we go to cut it, but I would suggest that you use box cutters personally. They do work a lot better than scissors. So I'm doing the sides and the front, so where the pizza box actually opens, but I'm not going to do the back. So as you can see here on ours, the back is still connected to our pizza box. So that's really important. If you accidentally, you're going right through it and you're cutting all the sides and you accidentally cut the back, that's totally okay because we can tape it back together. It just makes your life a little bit easier if you leave it connected. So I'm going to cut that. I'm just cutting my pizza box, the last little bit at the front here. So as you can see, it's quite tricky. So this is definitely where you would want to ask for some help from an adult before you tackle that part. So there we go. So you're going to notice that it's going to try and pull the whole thing up. So along your edge that you have here, the easiest thing to do is to push down with your one hand while you lift up with the other one. And it doesn't have to be perfect either. As you can see, there's a little bit of pizza grease, but that is okay because we are going to cover it with the tin foil. So not to worry about that if you notice that. We're going to set our scissors aside for right now. Up next, what we are going to do is we are going to cover our solar s'mores oven with the tin foil first. So you are going to need some tin foil and your clear tape. Now the reason why I'm going to use clear tape other than masking tape is just because it helps with connecting with the solar rays and keeping that heat in rather than it reflecting back out. It's just very minor, but it does help with that process. So I'm going to start with this. I only have a little bit left, so that's why I have an extra set over here. It's really important that we cover it as much as we can. So I find the easiest way to do this is to fold it over, and then you're going to tape it. And it doesn't have to be super perfect, but do the best that you can with what you got. Fold over this edge and fold over a bit on that edge. And I'm going to take my bigger sheet here. I'm going to do the inside as well. So if you push it up against the insides and then you fold it over the upright pieces, it'll help you a bit when you go to tape it. And the outside doesn't have to look super pretty. If you want to decorate it later, you totally can. That's up to you. So the excess pieces I'm just going to tuck under like so. Just like that. If you want to get really fancy, you can also do tin foil on the inside pieces, but for right now, just for time, I'm just going to close it on up. Make sure it still closes, which it does. Perfect. And then I'm going to add my tape. So you're going to tape up your outside pieces to your box, like so. Once you get it anchored down, you can actually continue to go around and fill in the gaps with your tape. But for right now, you just want to get it nice and secured and in place. That way it doesn't move anywhere on you. The back parts can be a little bit tricky where the folding flaps are, so just watch out for those so they don't pop up. Okay, there we go. We're gonna crinkle the top all along the edge here. Make sure it's nice and secure. Perfect. So we're gonna set this aside. And I'll show you what I have here. I made this ahead of time, but this is just a simple little tinfoil boat, and you can make it just by folding the edges into a little square. I'm going to put this in the bottom of my oven, that way in case I forget that my s'mores is out there, or it heats up really quickly, the way the chocolate and the marshmallow don't melt everywhere into my oven, and I can reuse my oven. So I just made that little boat that we're going to use later. Set that aside so you can do that as well. Your next step for your little solar s'mores oven is taking your saran wrap, and we're going to do a quick shot across the top, and that helps keep all the heat in. Now you might want to do extra layers of your clear plastic wrap just to make sure that heat stays nice and inside your oven and mixes around, but you don't have to. You can do one just really good tight saran wrap. So make sure when you're doing this part, it's really important that you seal it up with your tape and you make sure it's nice and taut across the top. It'll help you with your melting process. So what you're going to do for this is you're actually going to close your oven as if you're closing your pizza box. There we go. Make sure that's on there. And you're going to take your saran wrap and we're going to put it across the top. So making sure the flap is nice and open. It's coming right out of there. Okay, so we're going to flatten this part out so it didn't rip so nicely. I'm going to tuck it right up against. And I have found the easiest way to do the saran wrap part is to take your tape and take an edge of your clear plastic wrap and just pull it like so. I actually got it on the outside there, so I'm just going to pull that part off because we want it to go on the inside. We're going to pull it nice and tight, like that. And take the back side. We're going to put tape, and this is where I mean by we're going to pull it and stick it down. Take the front, put some tape down, and pull. Make sure it's nice and strong. Tuck those pieces in there. Now we're going to do the front of it. So take the tape and pull. Now you can take your time with yours and make it look a lot prettier, but for the purpose of this video, we're going to go kind of quickly here. So it's not going to look too fancy like this one does. And you can decorate it too if you want to paint your pizza box on the outside, any of the parts that are white that are showing. You can put stickers on it. As long as the inside of your pizza box has all of the tin foil, you should be good. So you can make it your own little version in whatever color you want, and that's up to you. So, got a few little openings here. I'm going to close those. Making sure our corners are done. There we go. Okay. Wonderful. So, then you're going to have an option here. Now, for your experiment, for this purpose, we are just going to do the simple tinfoil and clear plastic wrap. But what I encourage you to do is to test this one out. Time it. See how long it takes you to melt your s'mores to your liking, and take note of it. Write it down somewhere. Then what I want you to try and do is at the same temperature on a different day, try putting a black piece of construction paper inside your oven, right in the middle. And then you're going to put your little boat on top of that. And the reason why I suggest you try that and time it and see how fast that one goes is because black actually absorbs heat and it holds it. So your s'mores might actually warm up a lot quicker, but you can try that out on your own time and see which one works, see which one you like better personally to make your s'mores. So that's completely up to you, but that is a little tip that if you're in a hurry and you want it to warm up quicker, typically if you put the black construction paper, it will actually heat up nicer and quicker. So what you're going to do next is take your little boat, put it right in the center of your little oven. You're going to take your s'mores kit, and you can get that at grocery stores, sometimes dollar stores have them too. You're going to take one of your graham crackers, a marshmallow, put the graham cracker down, take your marshmallow, you're going to stand that one up top. Then you're going to take your chocolate from your kit, which I have over here, and you're going to put a piece of chocolate right on top of your marshmallow, like so. And then we're going to set those aside. Then you're going to close your lid. Make sure it's nice and snug. Now, you're going to take your stick or wooden dowel or your wooden skewer like I have here, and you're going to prop up your lid a bit. And that helps the sun's rays come in and reflect down onto your little s'mores. So what I like to do is if it comes with a pointy tip on it, I just like to break that off, just that way I don't actually puncture the clear plastic wrap that's on the top. So I do that. Then I'm going to stick it in the side in between the lid and the bottom piece, and I'm going to prop it up. You don't have to do this necessarily. This one I need a little bit shorter. So we're going to go like this. There we go. So you're going to take your little oven, like we have here, and you're going to set it outside in direct sunlight. And like I said earlier, it'll take about an hour to fully melt a typical s'more. Then you're going to take your top graham cracker and you're going to put it on top and squish it. But be very careful when you first open up your oven because it'll be very, very hot. So consider wearing oven mitts or gloves, just letting it cool off a bit before you actually smush down your s'mores. And you can find a bunch of different s'mores recipes on things like Pinterest or Google, and find one that is nice and yummy and that you enjoy a lot with your friends and family. So that is how to make your very own solar s'mores oven, with a little trick of adding the black construction paper. So I look forward to seeing all of your ovens at home. If you want to post a picture or video, by all means. And we hope to see you again next time for another video. Thanks for joining.